Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Final Fantasy Tactics. In the last episode, we made our way to the final battle in Bethla Garrison, and ended up watching Worker 8 get swept off into water, and we got one of the most overpowered characters in video gaming history, Sidolphus Orlandu, Thunder God Sid, who is a holy swordsman, which means, basically, he is Agrius, plus Meliadul, plus Gafgarian, all rolled up into one nice little package with a very powerful Excalibur sword that is, well, haste and holy all the time, and also a bracer, which means that he has very high physical, which means that he's really powerful. So, yeah, fun times. I'm going to be using him solely for story battles. I'm not going to be grinding with him, as I mentioned last episode, but he's still good because we did a battle at the end of last episode, and stock Orlandu won the battle in 2 minutes and 59 seconds by himself. Yeah, he's a beast. In this episode, we're going to be doing a few things actually. We are going to begin by seeing a scene in Zargeda's Trade City, which is going to be pretty short, so not a big deal there. From there, we're going to go ahead and head straight over to Gao, so you're not going to see the in-between, and have a scene over there as well. Those two scenes together will open up the battle that we are going to fight today over in Nelveska Temple. You have to do both of these other events in order to open that up. Otherwise, the side quest chain basically stops there. So yeah, let's go ahead and head over to Zargedas. Then we will head over to Gaug. And then when we get back here to Zeltenia, I'll mention some of the setup that I'm going to be doing for this upcoming battle, because it is going to be in some ways unique. And there are a few things that I'll need to address before we start that battle. So let's go ahead and head in and see what's up. Would you like a flower? It's only one gil. And if she looks familiar, she should, because basically she is, for all intents and purposes, Aerith from Final Fantasy VII. What? Flowers? What's wrong? You've never seen a flower before? Of course. Won't you buy it? Now, if you choose to say sorry, not this time, this ends the side quest chain. It will go no further, you will get no future scene in Gaug, and that's it. But if you do choose to buy it, the side quest chain will continue, so go ahead. Alright, I'll buy it. Really? Thank you. In a place like this, not a lot of people buy flowers around here. When is my knight in shining armor going to take me away from here? Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me for babbling. Thank you so much for buying the flower. Bye. It's just this day and age. Father, what's this big one? I built it from stuff found in drift number 83, but, it looks like a heavenly globe. Now that you mention it, I guess it does, huh? And just like the last artifact we found, it responds. What was that? It responded to the stone again? What's this mark for? Holy Stone. Indeed. You want us to search for it, right? Oh well. Okay, well, now that we're back in Zeltenia Castle and we've done all of the side events there, it's worth noting that Zargedas is now basically a regular town with a bar and a shop and all that good stuff. It's also got a fur shop if you want to buy stuff. Let's see. Looks like you get your typical ninja swords and other such things. One thing I will note, actually, I'll go back out to the formation menu to show you this. There are a couple of preparations I made prior to the next battle at Nelveska Temple, which is going to be especially useful. One, definitely bring Orlando with you. I know he's overpowered. In this next battle, though, you kind of need overpowering because you're going to be overpowered at the start, basically. The damage is going to be flying so fast at you that you'll want to have fast folks in return. Of course, Orlando has a speed of 9, but with Excalibur, multiply that to 18, and you get the picture. You also want to have my ninjas, Ramses at 11, Timothy's at 11, and even Monica, my priest, is at 10, so my goodness. I will also note as well, in terms of preparations, I have outfitted Monica as a little bit more of a move character. You might have noticed that her move and her jump have changed, and the main reason I did that is because in the next battle, you can obtain 2 of the best items in the game. You have to have move find item to do it, which you get through Chemist. It's not very expensive. I think it's 100 JP, so big whoop-de-doo. So there's that. But in order to do that, or the best way to do that, is to have a low brave character. I don't have very many low brave characters. I mean, the closest I have, Rafa is a really good choice for this if you've been training her, because you notice she starts with a brave of 31. And if you want to knock that a little bit lower, that's fine. Keep in mind, though, you run into the potential problem with the messages and all that stuff if you get it too low, so just FYI. But her character is probably the best natural character to do this. However, since I've not done anything with Rafa, bad idea. In that case, then, typically Mustadio has been my low brave character throughout the game, but for whatever reason, he rolled a pretty high brave whenever he came into the party, so that's out too. Now, why am I emphasizing low brave? Well, keep in mind, move find item, the ability that I have here for Monica, finds hidden items. Now, the rarity of said hidden items is based on your brave. The higher your brave, the lower your chance of getting rare items, so you want to have as low a brave as possible on something like this. It's not an ideal situation because it's basically a 50-50 split as to whether I'm going to get the best item in the game or one of the worst items in the game, but it's a chance worth taking. Now, that being said, damage is, as I mentioned, going to be coming at you hard and fast. So, I'm bringing Orlando into the battle, I'm bringing Monica, of course, and I'm probably bringing Ramza and Timothy in as well. My 5th party member is going to be Beowulf, and I've done a little work on Beowulf because I want him to come into battle with Talk Skill, aka Mediator, but Mediator cannot be used on monsters unless you have Monster Talk equipped. So I had to take a turn with him at Mediator for him to get it. It is a very cheap Mediator skill, it's 100 JP, but I had 81 on him I think prior, so we had to take a turn at that. Now he has it. Now I'm going to do that on the hopes that hopefully I can cajole one of the monsters in this upcoming battle onto my side. Now, yeah, he's going to come into my side and I'll have to kick somebody else out. That somebody else is likely going to be my King Behemoth, I would guess, or maybe Connie, I don't know. But I hope to be able to do that, particularly with one of 2 enemies that we're going to be facing, so yeah. Now, I will go ahead and note, this is going to be a very tough battle. It's going to be a tough battle for me to win anyway. It's going to be an even tougher battle for me to win and hopefully get the items that I'm looking for, so oh boy, be ready, because this battle can be very, very tough. Prepare accordingly. But now, let's go ahead and see what awaits us at the cursed island, Nelveska. Okay, now, like I said, this battle's going to be tough. Now, what I want to do is, let's see, obviously have both of these guys in. I'm going to put them in different spots. You'll want to try to spread out as best you can, but you notice the circumstances are, well, pathetic, really, for that goal. So, let's see, what's the best way that I'm going to be able to do this? I don't like this. I don't like this at all, and you'll see why I'm kind of freaking out in a minute. Let's see. Well, crap, I'm running out of party members, actually. Okay, well, I'm going to switch out my Timothy for Orlando. Yeah, and then bring in Worker 8. Yeah, I think this should work. I hope it'll work. It needs to work, particularly the Worker 8 part, but yeah, we'll see. So, okay, yeah, let's go. Welcome to battle number 44 at Nelveska Temple. Oh boy. Warning, warning, warning. Civilians are prohibited here. You have 30 seconds to leave this area. This is not a test. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. System error. 3, 2, 1. Genocide mode. Researchers evacuate to the shelter immediately. And yes, Worker 7 New has a Zodiac Stone. Oh boy. And so, welcome to our battle with the objective, defeat Worker 7. But there's a little bit of a twist in this tale, as we'll see in a minute. Okay, so what you want to do is, well, any number of things really. You want to do everything at once. Because you notice, our enemies in this battle are obviously Worker 7 New, who is pretty much Worker 8 on steroids. Level 66. Dear sweet Jesus. Yeah, he's a little tough. Then you've got your regularly themed allies. You have, or enemies rather. You have the cockatrice, and those suckers can petrify you if they hit you. So be careful. The beak can petrify. Scratch up hurts a lot. Feather bomb hurts a lot from a distance, so yay. Then you have the real prizes of this, the Hyudra. If at all possible, try to get one of these guys invited, which is why I brought Beowulf along to try to do that. Now, the story, partially, is with the Hyudra, because you can poach them to get a really good item. Another thing with that, though, is they're standing on top of really good items. You see those columns there? Yeah, they house what could be two of the best items in the game. In the left-hand column, you could get the best shield in the game, the Escutcheon 2. In the right-hand column, you can get the best spear in the game, the Javelin 2. Both of them are really good, and if at all possible, you will want to go for either or both. Now, the problem with it is, these suckers are going to hit you hard and fast, like I said. Now, generally what it would be best to do is try to take Worker 8, or Worker 7 rather, take his HP down as soon as possible. Why, you might ask? Well, largely, and dead is not going to work here by the way, largely because the further his HP goes down, the less likely he is to use particularly Dispose. Yeah, you remember the havoc that Dispose could wreak on enemy monsters with Worker 8? Yeah, it can wreak that same havoc on you in this battle, and you're not as durable, so be very, very, very careful with this. Okay, alright. Oh, another thing I did also, and I didn't actually show it before battle, but I finally got Rams to concentrate at last. So now he is 100% accurate in everything that he does, which is wonderful. So, okay. Now the problem with this, you notice though, Worker 7 has counter, and that can be terrifying if he hits you upside the head. Okay, so what are you gonna do, Beaky? You're gonna hit or... Oh, screw you. Screw you. Screw you! Well, like I said, he can petrify. Okay, so my first task is to get that off of him. So I'm going to get her the heck out of the way, basically. And then go ahead and do, let's see, that should be level prime. And then that's going to be Isuna. So that should work, I think. I want to get him depetrified as soon as possible, because otherwise this battle is basically done. I lose. I don't care about the Hyudra, whoop-de-doo. Now, my approach with Beowulf is going to be to try to invite at least one of those Hyudras, if not both of them, into the party. Oh my god, you're dead. Well, bye Ramza. That is also why I have my healer along, to make sure that this battle does not end. Now, you notice there, Worker 7 New basically ducked straight into the shelter, so be careful. And you're going to... Interesting, okay. Well, that's a pretty decent tactic, especially since I can't heal Worker 8. But it also gets you immediately dead, so yeah, use strategy with caution. Now, are you going to try to petrify him? You are. And it has a 49% chance of working, and screw you, it worked. Oh my god. Yeah, this is part of the problem with this battle. Oh my lord, okay. And triple attack is probably going to kill... No, it's not, thank God. Okay. Maybe we can invite you along. Let's hope. You're going to go for my calculator. That's no surprise whatsoever. Oh, I hate these Hyuders. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Okay. Now, let's see. I could do Magic Sword. I want to try to invite because I want these a-holes in my party. So, let's hope percentages actually work for me for a change. If not... And of course they didn't. Why not? Okay, this could be trouble. Oh, this could be real trouble here. Alright, now what I'm going to try to do is get my guys here, and you have counter. That sucks. Okay, well, I'm going to dispose then, and try to dispose. You are not in firing range. Great. Okay, that's wonderful. Alright, that's not going to take you out. That's not going to take either of them out. Shoot. Oh, this could be bad. Well, what I likely should have focused on doing is winnowing down my enemy counts and then going from there. I might actually... Okay, good. That got you out of here. That's nice. Alright, so I'm not going to have to worry about you so much. Now, if you're not concerned about the items, just kill Worker 7. Don't worry about the rest of it because, yeah, otherwise... Yeah, dead meat. Okay, let's see... I've got to bring Ramza back in a couple of turns, and I've got to bring Orlando back. So, all right, let's see. Let me focus on. Let's see. That's going to be level prime again, and then Isuna. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Now, if Worker 8 ends up dying, my strategy to get the items is pretty much just screwed. So, okay, good. I got rid of that. Hopefully he will get a turn, or hopefully Orlando will get a turn soon. And not soon enough, apparently. So what are you going to do? You're going to hit... Oh, crap, you're going to kill Worker 8. Well, my strategy for the items is pretty much done. What I might end up having to do then, I'm a little surprised he used that. That gets him really close to being dead. What I might end up having to do now is... Oh dear. Oh crap. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well now our strategy has changed entirely because now I have no healer. So, I'm going to have to default to just killing him fast. Otherwise, Ramza dies and so do we. Alright, well... Okay, you're probably going to hit Beowulf too. Yeah, that's no surprise. Again, you can see how just flat out awful this battle can be if you're not careful. And even if you are careful, this battle's a pain in the butt. Okay, let's see. That's not going to do much, but it is going to be enough to take him down. That's fine. And I mentioned at the beginning of the battle that this battle has a bit of a catch to it. Because, yeah, we just took out Worker 7. However, cannot charge energy, system down, connecting to reserve circuit. Yup, he comes back from the dead with the help of the Holy Stone. Joy, rapture, wonder, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to sit him over here, Orlando, because next turn he's probably just going to need to go ahead and take out Worker 7 and end this battle before any of my allies crystallize. Okay, now let's see. Which one of you are going to be most likely to be invited? 22. Oh, Jesus. 36% and 22. Let me move around behind your back and see if that helps any. I don't think it's going to, but it's worth a shot anyway. Nah, I didn't think it would. Nope. Of course not. Oh boy. And I don't think you're going to do anything, are you? You are just going to further retreat. Okay, that's fine. Then the other one, never mind. Orlando gets turned next. Good. Okay, so, yeah, let's go ahead and end this. You notice 1 HP, so not that big a deal, really. And, well, actually, never mind. I can revive people. Nah, let's go ahead and end it, and then I will probably go back in a little bit later and see if I can get this battle, because I've got it saved up till right before the battle. So I'll go see if I can grab the items, and if I do, I'll just tack something onto the end, basically showing you guys. because there is actually one last thing, well, two things really, that we need to do for this one. Self-destruct mode, begin countdown, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, system error. And with that, we win battle number 44 by the hair on my chinny chin chin. And our reward is 27,300 gil. And that's that. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Self, that was rather underwhelming. But we're not done yet. No way. This dragon? The evidence is clear. If I use Cancer, the Zodiac Stone I won this last battle, I can surely... Come on, don't be afraid. Try it. Reese, is that you? Beowulf, I missed you. Reese, my love. So yeah, now Reese has gone from being a holy dragon to a dragoner. And with it comes one of the more interesting potentials, really, in the game. You notice she starts out level 42, so pretty high level as far as what we've got. But Reese has the highest physical and magical growth in the game. So if you want to level her up, or basically grind her up as far as levels go, she can do some really good things. She also has the dragon abilities, which, well, the best of those is Holy Bracelet, or Holy Breath is what it really should be. Mistranslation. And I'll show those to you in a moment, but yeah, we are definitely going to add her to the party, and she replaces basically herself, so no need to really worry about anything else as far as that goes. Alright, let's take a look at Reese real quick. Now, she, as I mentioned, has the dragon abilities. The Dragoner abilities, you notice Ice Bracelet, or basically they're supposed to be Ice Breath, Fire Breath, and Thunder Breath. Those are mistranslations from the English localization of the game. But Holy Bracelet or Holy Breath is really the best you have because it has a range of 4 and an effect of 3/3 vertical, which is really, really good. The others have a bit of a different range. They're more typical breath attacks. Holy Bracelet, though, is really good. Now, you notice the Dragon Tame, Dragon Care, and so on. Those can be potent if you have Dragon or Dargon in your party. But if you don't have a dragon in your party, you can't really use those, so it's limited utility. The rest of her abilities are typical Squire stuff. Now, if you cultivate Reese well, she could be a really good magician, because as I mentioned, highest physical and magical growth in the game. In fact, she could really be pretty much anything you want her to. So, there's that. Now, there is one last thing we want to do while we're here, and that actually is back in Galg Machine City yet again, because that Cancer Stone we just picked up, yeah, it actually is the one that Best Radio was talking about just a little bit ago. So, I'm going to head over there, and I will see you guys there. It can't morph, can it? Nice try, Mustadio. I guess you'll find out. Here he comes! Well, a little bit of a spoiler alert there, I guess. Recognize that face? Yeah, we have Cloud from Final Fantasy VII in this game. It's no wonder that basically Aerith, showed up. Yeah, Cloud's here too. What happened? Last thing I remember was getting caught in the current. Huh, I've read about this before. Could be some forwarding device. Forwarding device? You know, to travel to other worlds, different space. So, he came from other space? Maybe. Look at his clothes. Quite unusual. My name's Cloud. Yes, Cloud. I'm Ramza. They're my friends. I don't care about names. What I need is a battlefield. Yeah, that's it. I'm a member of Soldier. What a jerk! What's this? My fingers are tingling. My eyes, they're burning. Stop it. Stop it, Feroz. He's strange. Yeah, I'd say. I must go. I must go to that place. And off he goes. Bye, Cloud. Who was he? Now, as it turns out, we will see Cloud again later on, but we can't really do anything with this yet. So, next time on Final Fantasy Tactics, we will head over to Germina's Peak and, well, continue on with the story battles, basically. The next couple of story battles, Germina's and Poescus Lake, are going to be your typical filler battles, really. Although, they do have a little bit of story import, not really too much to it. In the meantime, I will go back to my file with Nelveska and see if I can get either or both of those items there. So yeah, that's where we're going to head next. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.